Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then hello. Hi, welcome. My name is Amy and welcome to a boy talk, girl talk, dilemma kind of video. So I thought I'd do it super chill. I'm just sitting cross-legged like a 10-year-old on my bed. And I thought, yeah, it's been a while since I shared my, what's that saying? Is it shared my 2 pence? Or shared my 2 piece? Or I don't know, but it's been a while since I just gave my probably really wrong opinion on some dilemmas, gave some advice and tried to help you guys out. So I thought, let's do it, let's get this show on the road. And I popped a question box on my Instagram not that long ago, and if you're not following me over there, then please do, because I'm always like asking questions or whatever and getting you guys involved in videos. Sorry, my focus thing just wasn't on me. I don't know if I was blurry then. I'm very shiny. I've had this makeup on all day. Probably should have powdered or something before I came on here, but anyway. So yeah, I popped a question box on my Instagram. You guys sent me in some stuff that you wanted my opinion on or advice, and we're going to talk through it. Super chilled. Obviously I'm not an expert, so if you do need expert advice, please, I'm not your girl. As much as I might want to be, I am not your girl. So yeah, but the first, I don't know why I said thirst as in thirsty, no, the first one that we're going to go for is, if you're on the pill, could you talk about how it decreases your sex drive? Now, I'm not actually on the pill. I'm not on any contraception at the moment. I have no need to be, unfortunately. And I have heard that it does decrease your sex drive. I remember when I had the implant, I think there was one of them, because I had 3 implants, obviously not all at the same time, but one of them did decrease my sex drive for a while, but then it came back. But I would just say talk to your doctor, because there's so many different pills out there that are going to obviously affect you differently and affect your sex drive, hormones and all that jazz differently. So it might just be that the pill that you're on is not the one for you, or you might need to try something different, like the injection, the implant, the copper coil, the normal coil. I don't really hear people getting the normal coil, like the hormonal one. I only hear people getting the copper one, which again, I've heard loads of mixed reviews on that, so actually I don't know. But I would just say talk to your doctor and say, look, like, my sex drive has disappeared. But there are also ways to get it back, like, I don't know, doing like extra things in the bedroom or something. I don't know. If you've got a partner, I'd speak to them about it as well, to see if they can help you. But yeah, definitely speak to your doctor, because I feel like it might just be that you need to change the pill. Maybe that one is not for you. So someone else has said, how to be so confident with your looks and body. Now, this is something that I am actually trying to work on myself. I may come across confident and happy with myself, but I am most certainly not. If you'd asked me this time last year, definitely not. I mean, back in like July, August, September, I feel like I was at my peak. Like, I had been working out all the time, I'd lost loads of weight, I was so tanned, I felt slim, and I felt so good. Like, I had got so much healthier and fitter, and I think that's why I felt so good, because I literally was just, I was living my best life. Like, I was doing all those workouts a day, and it really made me, like, this sounds so big-headed to say, but I loved how I was looking. Like, I thought I looked 10 out of 10. I thought I looked great. And now, I think I stopped working out in like August. Why did you do that, Amy? Why did you do that? So now I'm seeing the results of that, which is put on all of the weight that I had lost. Being pale, because there's no sun and I've not been on holiday. As much as I may have wanted to go on holiday, unfortunately I've not been able to. So the tan is gone, the fat is back. Not fat, but chubby, fluff. I always call it fluffy, like I just feel fluffy, puffy. I feel puffy, I feel like squidgy. And I won't lie, I look in the mirror and I hate myself. Like, I actually do. And I know it's stupid because it's like, I'm not fat. Like, just get over yourself, aim. Like, just love yourself. But it is so much harder. No, it's so much easier said than done. Like, I look in the mirror at the moment and I feel, I hate myself. I look and I'm like, what have you done? What have you done? So if you find the answer for this question, please let me know. Yeah, I need to sort it out. I need to sort it out because it's really affecting me. But what I will say is, like, the thing is, I say all this, but I know there's nothing wrong with how I look. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I've put on weight and I want to be like this, this and this. But I know there's nothing wrong with how I am. Like, I know I'm perfect in my own way. Like, I'm perfect for Amy. And I feel like it's very hard. You're never going to be that perfect version of yourself because that doesn't exist. Like, you could do X, Y and Z to make yourself feel really good, feel confident. But once you're there, you're going to have more, you're going to be thinking of other things. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's say, just for instance, we're going to use weight because I feel like this is the main thing that I can pinpoint. Say you wanted to be 12 stone, random number. Say you wanted to be 12 stone and you thought, you were like, oh my god, if I got to 12 stone, that would be my dream. I would be so happy, I'd be so confident, I would love myself so much. You finally got there. As soon as you're there, you're like, oh, if I was 10 stone, I would be, do you know what I mean? Like, you're never gonna be that perfect version because, a matter of fact, you are perfect as you are. Like, you're perfect as you are. There's nothing wrong with you. You need to own it. There's only one of you. There is only one of you. So you need to own it. You need to, I need to do this as well. You need to look in the mirror and be like, you, I'm looking at you right now. I'm looking at myself. You are 10 out of 10. You're 10 out of 10. You always have been and you always will be. And that's it. Period. But do you know what I mean? You need to, I don't know, I'm really struggling to answer this question. I'm going to move on because I feel like I've been rambling. But you are you. You're never going to be anyone else. You're never going to look like anyone else. You're never going to be in anyone else's body. So the sooner you just accept you and just be like, do you know what? Yeah, there is only one of me and I've got this, this, this that they don't have and they don't have because I'm me and they're them. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. But yeah, you're perfect as you are. Just look in the mirror and tell yourself 5 things every day that you love about yourself. Anything. How you look, how your hair looks, how your body looks, your personality, your favourite thing about yourself, anything. Every day, and make sure you believe it because it's self-love, isn't it? There's a lot of self-love books and stuff actually. There's quite a few that I want to get myself. If I remember, I will link some down below. But my DMs are always open. I feel like at the moment I'm probably the worst person to ask about this. But it's fine because I am in the process of learning to love myself. Me and my boyfriend haven't had sex in a year. I love him but don't feel wanted. Any tips? You've not had sex in a year? Do you live with him? Do you see him often? Why have you not had sex in a year? Do you not enjoy it? Does he not enjoy it? I would have asked why. Why have you not had sex with me? Why are we not sleeping together? What's going on here? Because I feel like that's, I don't know how I would feel about that. I would feel very unwanted as well. So I think the main thing here is you need to communicate. You need to communicate with him and ask him, like, is it him? Is he, like, do you know what I mean? Is he not ever trying it with you, or is it, or is he trying it with you and you're like, no? I feel shocked. A year. I can hear Pablo crying outside my door. I would just speak to him and be like, what's up? Because it might be something small, it might be, I don't know, I feel like obviously you can have a relationship without sex, but the intimacy and the closeness and the like bond and the love, and I feel like that's needed in a relationship. Is he affectionate to you in other ways? I don't know. That one's really thrown me. But I would say talk to him. I would say communication is literally probably going to be the answer for every single question that I ever answer. Because communication is 100% key in everything. Like, believe me, if you don't talk about things, you'll never know how anyone else is feeling in that situation. So you might think something up in your head, which is actually not the case, and then not talk about it, get worked up, and then when you do talk about it, you're like, oh my god, as if I was like not thinking that this whole time or whatever. I would definitely say talk to him. If you want to talk about it after you've spoke to him, then DM me and I'll be happy to talk with you. But yeah, but I would talk to him, because I feel like there is something, not something wrong, but something's obviously up. Something's not normal. If you were sleeping together quite regularly before and then all of a sudden you've not had sex for a year, I would be like, what's going on? So just talk to him. It's probably nothing. Do you think boyfriends liking pics of girls in underwear is okay? I feel like boys liking girls' pictures is a whole nother subject in general. Boys liking girls' pictures while they're in relationships is one of those things that I think you have to learn to live with. Like, I think if it's someone, right, if my boyfriend was liking pictures of girls that were his friends that I knew, wouldn't have an issue with it. If my boyfriend, I don't have a boyfriend, but if I did, if my boyfriend was liking pictures of celebrities, you go ahead, because they ain't never gonna look at you. I wouldn't have an issue with it, that's fine. See, I don't know how I'd feel about the whole. No, again, with influencers, if I had a boyfriend and he was liking like a big influencer, and he was liking a big influencer's picture, I feel like I think I'd have to suck it up and get over it, because it's probably, I think how many likes they get, they're not going to see that name and be like, oh my god, who's this? And I don't know, because you know how girls think, if boys liking someone's picture, they're going to then message them, but it's like, really, they're getting like 33,000 likes on a picture, they're not going to see your boyfriend's name. Probably definitely they're not going to go and message them. But if my boyfriend was liking pictures of girls that he followed but I didn't know personally, and they weren't like his close friends, they were just like girls from around Essex, would I have an issue with it? I don't know. See, I don't think I would. I really don't think I would, because to be honest, I like loads of boys' pictures. I think if they're like a male influencer, or do you know what I mean, something like that, then, or a model, I'm always liking boys' pictures. So I just think from that perspective, I don't think I'd have an issue with it. But saying that, ages, like years ago, I had an ex-boyfriend and I would upload a picture. Hear this. I uploaded a picture to Instagram, and I remember it so vividly. and this was when on Instagram you could swipe your screen to like the left and you could see all the pictures that people you followed was liking. What a shit stirring little feature on the app. Oh my god, the amount of arguments that probably caused. Wow. Sneaky little Instagram putting that on there. I actually had forgot about it, but I've now just remembered. That was mad. I used to have an obsession with checking that. When I was with one of my first ever boyfriends, I would check that on the freaking hour, every hour, refreshing. And then one time I uploaded a picture, and then obviously I spent the rest of my freaking day refreshing the screen, and I saw that he had liked another girl's picture, so I went on it, and it was this really pretty girl, like she looked amazing. And I then said to him, oh, so you can like, and I think it was a girl that he always liked the pictures of, and you know that a name that's always just stuck in your head, like, you know, you're like, yeah, you liked her picture again, did you? It was one of those, and I said to him, I was like, oh, I saw that you liked Chloe's picture but you didn't like mine. And his reply was, it's not my fault if I didn't like your picture. And I was like, you rude little dick. But at the time I was probably like, oh, just wish I could hit myself sometimes. Some of the stuff that I put up with from that boy, oh my god. And if you are that boy and you happen to watch my YouTube, fuck you, man. You was a right little and I have to say that because you were. Not that he would ever watch this, but if he did, that message is for you, mate. Ugh. Just what that was. But yeah, no, so influencers, celebrities and all stuff like that, friends that are girls, wouldn't mind. But if it is just like, you know, people from around your area posting pictures in their underwear and stuff and he's liking them, I wouldn't cause an argument over it. Maybe if you don't like it, I'd just mention it to them and be like, babe, could you not, like, I'd just rather you didn't. Because I always think in the back of my head, they know you've got a girlfriend. So as soon as you've liked that picture, they're thinking, oh, Amy's obviously not giving it to you, so my pick will. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, that's how girls think. I don't know why we think like that. Like, but yeah, so I know what you mean, but at the end of the day, it's literally a like on a picture. They're not talking or anything. But if it does annoy you, I would message them. No. I would just talk to them and say, babe, like, you can have as many girlfriends you like in the world, but I don't like it when you like other girls' pictures. So for me, could you just maybe like them in your head and not actually like the photo? And if they're a lovely guy, then they will understand that. And if they're not a lovely guy, then they'll probably say, I do what I want. Like, does it mean that much to them to like someone's picture when they know it'll upset you? No, it shouldn't. So they should say, okay, I won't do that. Someone has said, he's moving too fast. Should I be put off or should I be flattered? I think that all depends on how you feel about the situation. If you're getting along really well and you like him and you're enjoying yourself and you're having fun and whatever, then I'd literally just go with the flow. And if he's moving fast, then he's moving fast. He must like you. I wouldn't think too much into it. I'd just be thinking, if you're enjoying yourself, you're having fun, you're laughing and you really enjoy being in this company, then just go with the flow. If he's moving like way too fast, like, I want to move in with you, we've only been talking 6 weeks, that kind of thing, then maybe just say like, look, I really like you, I really like spending time with you, but can we just slow it down? And also it depends where your head is at. Like, do you want a relationship? Because if you don't, then I'd obviously say that. But if you don't want things to move fast, just let them know that. But then I feel like there's no point letting them know that if you like them and you see a future with them, then you might as well just go with the flow if you're enjoying yourself and having fun. That's what I would say, I think. yeah, like if things are moving fast but you're like really enjoying your time together, then I don't see an issue with that. Doesn't really matter if it's like other people's opinions being like, oh god, that's going quick. Be like, well, yeah, when you know, you know that saying. But yeah, but if you want to slow it down, then just slow it down. I wouldn't ever be worried about someone moving too quick. I wouldn't be worried, but I would ask them, or like you might already know, but when was their last relationship? Because I have made a rule as of recent. I don't want to get with anyone who has not been single for at least a year, because I feel like you'll start talking to someone and then everything will be going amazing, like amazing, and you're thinking in your head, bloody hell, like I could be in a relationship in a couple of months, and then all of a sudden turns out they actually weren't not long single and they don't want anything serious or something like that. So I would definitely ask, because you don't want it to move fast, you be getting like sucked in, and then all of a sudden bam, don't want a relationship, we've moved too fast, and you're like, what, this was all you, kind of thing. My battery is about to go, so let me change that and I will be back. Is it bad that I just thought I need a thumbnail, and I got this for Christmas. Beth got it for me. How funny. My friend for Secret Santa got me a cold Starbucks cup, because they obviously know how much I bloody love Starbucks. And then I've done something to my screen and now I've got squares all over my face. Don't know what I did. And then my other friend Beth, she got me a personalised actual Starbucks cup for hot drinks. So I hope they don't try and write on this with a Sharpie, because that will really annoy me. But I'm going to post a thumbnail with this. Anyway, so where was I? Yeah, the moving too fast thing. I don't think I'd be flattered if anything. Like I said, if you're enjoying yourself, you're having fun, you enjoy their company, I wouldn't worry about it. But if you think it's is it moving in a direction that you want it to or that you don't want it to? I have a lot of questions for you. But I feel like I wouldn't stress about it if you're enjoying it. If it's going the way you want it to, then just go with the flow, girlfriend. And yeah, don't think I'd be worried. Could you please talk about what to do if you feel inexperienced and not confident at all during sex, but you've been with your boyfriend for 2 years but can't seem to get over it, and then he turns around and says he does 95% of the work because I'm too shy? It's a tricky one, because you have to... The thing is, right, I feel like, I don't know, this is like outing myself here, but years ago I feel like I wouldn't have known, like when I was first like had sex, I feel like I didn't really experiment with what I liked. I just kind of did the known thing, which was missionary, and the boy always really got the pleasure, I've kind of found. I think. And then the older I've got, the more I've learned that it's meant to be just as good for me as it is as the other person. And I think obviously it does come down to feeling comfortable and confident with the person that you're with. Obviously you've been in a relationship for 2 years, so you should feel comfortable with your clothes on around this person. So almost imagine, I don't know, like lights off. Like, so if you're embarrassed about, not embarrassed, but if you're self-conscious about how you're looking during sex, then go under the covers. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's ways of getting it around like that. But also, I don't know how to say this without just sounding weird, but I'm gonna say it anyway, because I don't feel like there is any other way to really say this without saying what I want to say. But what I will say is, when you are sleeping with someone or having sex, I feel like what you look like should kind of just go out the window. Like all all you've got to be focusing on is pleasuring that person and pleasuring yourself and how it's feeling and how good it feels. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like when I feel like I'm like giving a sex talk, but I feel like what's going through my head is not anything to do with me, it's to do with how everything's feeling. So I feel like if you just stop focusing and thinking, oh my god, I must look like this, I must look like that, what am I doing, and just focus on making it feel really good for yourself and obviously for your partner, everything else just kind of goes out the window and it just flows. And 9 times out of 10, I mean probably 10 times out of 10, your partner is going to be looking at you and being like, oh my god, god damn. Like, you've been with your partner for 2 years, I'm guessing you're in love. Like, he's not going to be thinking anything negative about you. He's just going to be thinking, oh my god, this is the girl I love and this is amazing. Do you know what I mean? And just experiment, just try new things. Like, if he's saying, oh, I do 95% of the work, be like, all right mate, like, lay down, bloody hell. Do you know what I mean? Just experiment and you find what works for you. The thing is, people who are confident in sex or whatever like that, they would have been in your position to start with and not felt confident. And do you know what, actually, scrapping sex out of it, I used to be such a shy person. I used to walk along looking at the floor because I didn't want to make eye contact with people. I didn't want people to look at me. I didn't want people to even notice me. I kind of just wanted to be invisible. I was so shy, it was disgusting. If anything had happened to me, I would turn into a bright red tomato and get so embarrassed and just hate my life. And then I thought I can't live my life like this. I actually can't live my life like this because it's horrific. And I don't know what I did or at what point in my life I made that change, but I forced myself to do things that I didn't want to do, and I forced myself to be this confident person. Maybe it was like putting on an act or whatever, but I like forced myself to become this confident person. And now like, in terms of being out and people seeing me or whatever, I feel like now I'm at the point where I don't really care what I look like to other people. Like, if I look stupid to someone else because I'm doing something stupid, then I really don't care. Like, I will make a fool of myself in public because I actually don't care what other people think of me. Like, obviously I do care. Like, let's skip it. No, I do care. Like, obviously, of course I care, but I mean as in, like, I don't care if I'm embarrassed, or I don't care if I've got to do something stupid, or do you know what I mean? I've just kind of put myself forward. Like, if it was like, oh, someone come up here and do a magic trick, I would be like, alright, go on, I'll do it, because no one else is doing it. Do you know what I mean? No one else is doing it because they're all probably a bit like, oh god, I don't want to. I'm just thinking back to like Covent Garden, you know, they do have all those like acrobats and whatever. I just feel like everyone else is like, no, I'm not doing it, I'm not doing it. So then I would be like, oh, okay, fine, I'll do it. I don't want to do it, but I'll do it. And then when I've done it, I feel like so much better. Like, I just feel like you just need to bite the bullet. If there's something that you want to do it. Do it. He's probably not going to say no, and he's not going to hate it because it's going to be good for the both of you. So I don't know. And if you're like, you know, you've been together for 2 years, if you're close with him, you can just like talk about it. Maybe he could say what he would want, like I don't know. Just talk about it. Communication. I would just say communicate. If there's something that you want to try out that you're not too sure about, tell him, be like, babe, I want to try this tonight, and then see how it goes. And then from that, it might lead to something else, and it might lead to something else and something else. Like, just have fun. Like, have fun with it. Sex is not going to be a scary, horrible thing that you like dread. It's meant to be fun and like loving and passionate and whatnot. So just communicate with your partner. Say, look, I'm quite shy or whatever. I don't like to, you know, I mean, he'll probably know, he knows you, you've been together for 2 years, but like, just say, look, I'm quite shy, I want to try some new stuff, but like, blah blah blah. Like, he loves you and he'll be very understanding about it, I have no doubt. Okay, so I am actually going to end the video there because my memory card keeps filling up of bloody storage. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I was able to give a little bit of advice, something that was helpful or helped in some kind of way. Obviously my DMs are always open, so if you do ever want to talk to me about something, you can. I can be the big sister that you never had, or the younger sister, depends how old you are. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, follow me over on Instagram as well, because that's where I always put my little question boxes, so you can be involved in future videos like this. I do want to start doing more of these because I do actually really enjoy doing them. I feel like I'm quite a wise owl. I feel like when it comes to, I think I've got a wise head on my shoulders, if I may say so myself. But again, I could be talking crap. But yeah, obviously I'm not professional. If there is anything that you want professional advice on or to talk to, then go to your doctors and they'll be able to. I feel like doctors, are they able to like put you in the right place, tell you who to, like, point you in the direction? I don't know. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon for another video. Goodbye.